it is Suicide Prevention and Awareness Month, of course, but for those who are really struggling here, help is not limited to just that time period.
No, this is every day of the year, right?
Yeah.
Put it on the calendar. A lot of people struggle. Tonight, though, we want to take a moment and shine a light on helping our veterans specifically. According to the VA, veteran suicide rate, shocking, 57% higher than the national average for everybody. Caroline Vandergriff with the local efforts now to change that alarming statistic.
David Martin initially decided to join the military as a way to pay for college.
9/11 happened, and it's my senior year of high school. That just kind of steeled my will to serve.
He got into West Point and began a new life. It included multiple combat tours.
I spent time in 2007 in Iraq, 2009 and 10 in Afghanistan.
Missions in more than 20 countries.
I was in Yemen in 2014 to 2015.
An experience commanding a special forces team.
There was something that really came alive, and that's hard to replicate when you're not being so fully engaged in your purpose.
But his career took a toll on his growing family. Martin remembers the way his youngest daughter looked at him as a stranger.
I was deployed since she was about 2 months old, and she really didn't know me when I came home.
So he made the decision to retire from active duty.
Going from a deployed environment to coming back and not even having a desk was fairly abrupt. Who am I outside of rank and last name?
Losing that sense of identity, along with the community you develop, is tough.
You know, you spend between 8 to 13 weeks in boot camp learning how to be in the military, but you don't spend near the same amount of time transitioning back out.
When North Texas native Cole Lyle left the Marine Corps, he also struggled with post-traumatic stress.
Didn't have a job, wasn't in school. I was going through a tough divorce, so I almost became a veteran suicide statistic.
A study out of Brown University found an estimated 30,177 active duty personnel and veterans of post-9/11 conflicts have died by suicide. That's at least 4 times the number of those who died in combat.
We're really losing out on a valuable resource as a country, as states, communities, and families.
Lyle now advocates for veterans with Mission Roll Call. The nonpartisan group wants the Department of Veterans Affairs to make suicide prevention its #1 priority and to increase grant funding for organizations on the ground.
Because 50% of veterans in the United States don't use the VA. These grant organizations have touch points in the veteran community that the VA will frankly never have.
Mission Roll Call polled veterans in North Texas and found there are more resources here for veterans than in other parts of the country. But some are still falling through the cracks, and they say it's going to take everybody's help to make sure that outreach goes farther.
Donate your time or your treasure to an organization that is local to you. There are plenty in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Serving others who have served this country has helped Martin find a new purpose.
They need others that have not only been there, but to shine a light on the path out of those situations.
To provide hope when it's needed most. In DeSoto, Caroline Vandergriff, CBS News, Texas.
So well said by Caroline and all those in the story. If you are struggling or maybe you know someone who could use some help, remember, you can always call the Veterans Crisis Line. This is just for veterans, 1-800-273-8255. And when you get to the other end of that line, press the number 1 and you'll get right to somebody who can help.